Let's talk to Congressman Jeff Denham. He's kind enough to interrupt his Memorial Day weekend to join us live. Give us the inside scoop of where this immigration debate stands. Good evening, Congressman.
Good evening, Ed. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. I have a whole series of questions, but sometimes you hear something that just stops you in your tracks. Nancy Pelosi saying that your effort here is to, quote unquote, make America white again.
Yeah, disappointing to hear some of the rhetoric that's out there, and certainly coming from Nancy Pelosi, who's now signed on to the discharge petition. Look, we've got to get something done. And there were many promises made last year to bring up a bill. There was certainly a deadline that the president imposed with March 5th. And unfortunately, Congress has failed to act. We need border security, and we also need to fix this issue with Dreamers, have certainty, have a permanent fix. And we are working to do both.
So let's get our viewers inside the huddle, if you will, because the discharge petition may fly over their head. Basically, as Chad explained it, the process is if you can get 218 people to sign on to this, what happens?
So 218 will force a vote. I've got 218. I've always had 218. There has been a plan in place. But really, this was set up as a rule initially to really show how many Republicans we could have in the House and how much support there was to really give the Speaker, empower the Speaker to bring something up. We didn't do that, so we did the discharge, and now we're actually having very, very productive conversations with the Freedom Caucus, with House leadership, to hopefully come to a solution as soon as we get back. But if we don't, we have this discharge petition that'll bring up 4 different bills. The Goodlatte bill deserves it. Bob Goodlatte, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, has worked on this bill for years now. He deserves a vote. The president deserves a vote on his 4 pillars. That's why Paul Ryan has his own bill in this. The Democrats have their Clean Dream Act, and then we have the USA Act, which is a bipartisan bill that we feel not only would the Senate support, but could get the support of the president as well.
Okay, so we understand the process, but one of the problems is some of your fellow Republicans are saying that what may end up happening is the most votes will go to, say, the Democratic Dream Act, which what that means is Barack Obama basically, as you know, went around everybody and unilaterally decided that these young people of the children of illegal immigrants who were here in the United States, unilaterally he decided you can stay here and gave them this basic false hope that they were going to become citizens sort of magically, and that might become the law of the land. What do you say to your fellow Republicans who say that this may spin out of control? You'll wind up without border security, but with making DACA codified into law.
Sure. Well, certainly it's disappointing to hear this type of rhetoric when the Goodlatte bill is an extension of the unconstitutional executive order that President Obama did. So rather than doing it for short term, the Goodlatte bill would do it in 3-year increments on top of each other, just expanding that executive order. I was against that executive order. I think Congress has to do its job. But in a bipartisan bill, we are going to actually have a border security piece, cybersecurity, and the deal with the chain migration through more judges so we have due process very quickly. Yes, and in this process, the real debate is, do Republicans actually want to give a permanent fix for Dreamers? If they do a 10 to 12-year process, should they actually be able to get citizenship?
So bottom line, will the wall be included, though, funding for it? Because, as you know, the president has said if there's not funding for a wall, and not just a wall, but as he calls it, a real wall, something substantial, he's not going to sign it into law. So everything you're doing, even if it passes through the House and Senate, won't matter. He won't sign it into law. So will the final product have funding for the wall?
Absolutely. The final product will not only have border security money in it for the wall, but it will have a bipartisan support. That's the only way that we're going to get a fix on this. And ultimately, this is not just for Republicans or for Democrats. This is actually for Americans to find an American solution. That means signing it into law. We want to work with the president to have a bill that he's going to sign.
All right. We'll see how it plays out. Congressman Jeff Denham, we appreciate you joining us tonight live.
You got it, Ed. Thank you.